all the time.
Yeah, I see it.
You know, that's one shake.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Well,
Why do I got?
ready for this long bus ride?
Nightfall in the Windy City with the Willis Tower and the rest of downtown Chicago lighting up the sky. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. If you look at Miami, they ascend up the lists to number 3 with some spirited play.
And checking out Chicago, they are rolling, showing a lot of belief in themselves. The fan base is energized. We'll see if they can keep this up.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. We've got John Henson. Derrick Rose is out there with Kennard. Then there's Griffin. And it's Luke in at the 3, the small forward. And for Chicago, Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Then it's Lowry Markkanen. Then it's White. And it's Gafford in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Smitty, we have a good rivalry game tonight with 2 conference foes. This should be a beauty.
Yes, indeed. I think the fans feel it. The coaches feel it. Us as announcers, we feel it. The atmosphere is going to be great.
It is indeed. Bulls shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
At the line for the Bulls, 1 shot.
When you watch Lowry Markkanen play, it's easy to see how easy it is for him to put up points. Attacks from all spots on the floor and has a great touch on that shot, especially for a man his size.
Brown outside. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Here's White. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4. And really, Greg, the only knock on Markkanen is that he can be too passive at times.
And I suspect that will fade as he grows more comfortable in the league. You have to remember how young he is and missed a good amount of time with injury during that 2nd year.
And they get it back. Wood with the bucket. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And White kicks to Porter. Back to White. For 3, Levine, and the 3 ball is good. Levine's got 8 points.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Dwayne Casey and I got a chance to talk for just a bit. There are few players more gifted athletically than Zach LaVine. Coach made it clear their focus is trying to contain him offensively. Good luck with trying to keep him between the ball and the basket.
Thank you, David. Now, here's Porter, following the miss by Griffin. 6 on the shot clock. Levine feeling it out a bit. Rebounded by the Pistons. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Rose passes to Griffin. Banked in off the glass.
You know, it's not just the power of Griffin, it's the skill set. Reliable inside.
Throws it up high. It's tipped. Griffin with the steal. Inside. And then Griffin with the dunk.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
And so it's Zach LaVine making things happen for Chicago. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back right after this. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've seen so far from the Bulls, what's your take?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Some people might feel they got some hometown calls, but when your team is pushing the action, you often get the benefit of the doubt.
They've got Thomas Satoransky. Also, Valentine out there. And it's Carter in at the center. Locking. outside, White. There's the pass to Porter. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And the Bulls lead by 2.
The complete game of Otto Porter. Overplay him, and it's a good bet he'll find an open man.
The shot's good from Kennard.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
To the inside. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by White. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Griffin passes to Rose. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Rose has got the lead up to 2 now for the Pistons. And Levine, here we go. The shot, no good. The Pistons have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter, a nice efficient 50%. That's tipped.
And for marketing, contesting shots is not about explosive athleticism. It's about being in the right position and timing it right.
Good on the bucket.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
And so it's Rose bringing it up for Detroit. Top of the key, Griffin. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
His second foul in as many quarters. We'll see if he backs off or stays aggressive.
And the Pistons making a change here. Woods checked in. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. It's picked off. Rose with the ball. Now defended by Markkanen. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
That one is off. He hits the second from the line. Oh, Chicago's gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. Inside. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. To the middle. Second chance shot, and the layup is good. He's got 6.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Griffin doesn't get it to drop for him.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Bulls out front.
Thanks very much. Coach, it's early in the season, so what can you say about how things are going chemistry-wise so far?
I love our guys. We have a great group of young men that are competing hard, and it feels good because I know our guys are totally engaged and focused to give us what they have.
Dwayne, thanks a lot. Back to you.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Chicago ends up going with the new group. Detroit's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half.
Well, the Pistons, one of the more successful franchises in NBA history. 3 titles and many other trips to the NBA Finals. Only a handful of franchises can say that.
On the court for the Pistons, McCray is out there with Wood. Then there's Maker. Then there's Brown. And it's Kennard in at the 2-guard position. Chicago trailing here. Murray outside. Out to Carter. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 8. And Smitty, you were talking about the Pistons, a history of success, of championships. But the last 10 years have been difficult.
Pistons have struggled the last decade. You're so right, Kevin. But this team has a track record of not staying down for long. Detroit doing what they can to return to championship contention.
Pass to Kennard. Puts up a 3. Pistons working now with a new shot clock. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, in Blake Griffin, the Pistons have their biggest star in years, probably going back to their championship team of 2004. A return to all-star form for Blake meant tremendous individual numbers last season. The Pistons hadn't won a playoff game in more than a decade. Still not the result they want in 2019. The Pistons will be trying to capitalize during Blake's prime. Kevin, we'll see where this franchise goes from here.
We sure will, David, but he's a terrific player. Thank you so much. Chicago making some changes. Porter comes in for Murray, and Zach LaVine subbed in for Valentine. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Griffin's checked in for Maker.
This is what Zach LaVine is built to do. He can get you points in bunches, and sometimes he can go all night.
Gotta recognize the situation, trying to get a 2-for-1.
Absolutely, but at the same time, you want to get a good shot.
Here's McCray. That one's not going to go, so the Bulls will take it the other way. Here's LaVine, who scores his sixth bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Wow, defensively, for some reason, they've come out flat here in the second half.
Brown against Satoransky. Pass to Griffin. Back to Brown. Here's Kennard. And the miss. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Bulls lead by 4. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up, keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. White and LaVine team up in the backcourt. Then it's Porter. And it's Gafford in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
And Smitty, with all that he's been through, you can't question Zach LaVine's love of the game.
You're so right. It's crazy to think LaVine wasn't even a starter in college, but he's worked so hard to improve. The way he has fought back from injuries and continually dedicated himself to the game, something to admire.
Here's Rose. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. 8 points for Derrick Rose.
You see Griffin keeping his eyes up, looking for a hole in that defense.
To the paint. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them. Pistons trail by 7. Rose passes to Griffin. It's all in by the Bulls.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Here's McCareer, and right on target with the swish.
And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
Down low. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Bulls lead by 7.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
One area that the Pistons were great in last year was perimeter defense.
What they did, GA, they closed out on shooters fantastically. They got hands up and hands up high. Allowed the fewest threes against.
1:49 left in the game. And here's Griffin. He kicks it to Henson. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Shot clock at 6. To tie it up, and it's blocked. On the wing, Levine. And Levine with the slam.
I mean, both sides are really battling. Zach LaVine right in the middle of it, wanting to take charge.
Here's Griffin. Knocked loose. 1:09 left in the fourth quarter. He can't get that one to fall. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Here's Porter. Goes back up. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
Yeah, easy call.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. Kennard, he's checked in for Detroit. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. Outside Rose. Kennard, the pass to Griffin. Nice D from Porter. And here are the Bulls now. It's a 5-point game, and he commits the intentional foul. It's the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
Good job. Want to keep fueling that lead. Make your free throws.
To the middle. Count it!
Great court awareness by Derrick Rose, reading every inch of the floor so well.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're in front by 5. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we present our Jordan Player of the Game.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
And the call will be against Luke Kennard. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Tony Snell's checked in for Kennard. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6.
Zach LaVine has all the physical tools and a skill set with an incredible high ceiling.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. They're behind by 7. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And here's Rose outside. But they get it back.
You want your bigs playing big. Rips it down in traffic.
Outside, Levine. Back to White. Inside, stolen by Henson. And so it's Chicago winning this one. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And that about wraps it up. Greg Anthony and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Tuning in. See you later.
Hey man, Shaq here. Nice win for you guys tonight. Talk about any edges you felt you had coming in.
I don't know if we call it an edge, man, but I thought our decision making as a group was really solid tonight. We're making good reads, finding the right moments to cut, delivering passes on time, all essential when the game's separated by just a few buckets.
Well, I was watching Golden State, but I was watching you.
Okay. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Man, thanks, Wolf. Man, thanks, big dog. Appreciate you. Wish I didn't want to do something next week. Yeah, we're gonna be all right.
Yo, Che, can I grab you for another question?
Yeah, shoot.
You set a new career high in rebounds tonight. Is that kind of old school mentality something you pride yourself on?
It's not old school, Vin. You got to rebound to compete in this league, especially on defensive end. You know this, man.
All right, I got what I need. Thanks, Che.
All good, V-Money.
You guys ready to hammer out this deal?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Here's what they're starting with. Fantastic. Looking forward to a long and healthy relationship.
Me too, man.
Thanks, Che.
You're welcome. See y'all later, all right?
All right. All right. You guys ready to get down to business? We got a new contract to hash out.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Absolutely. All right, let's do it. Pleasure doing business with you, Don.
Levi, the pleasure's all mine. Excited to stay in the Che business.